I'm a huge dirt biker. Something else I just noticed, there's no steering stops at all. None of the adjustable steering stops. Obviously this is an XC, so it's got the billet triple clamps. We're just gonna take it easy for a little bit. This thing is bone stock. Yeah, how's it going?
Good.
Are you enjoying the day?
Yes.
Well, so am I! This is awesome. New bike day is always a good day. We've got to definitely adjust some controls. The clutch feels too far away, the brake feels too far away. The shifter and rear brake are definitely in an odd spot. But yeah, so far not bad. I might drop these controls down a little bit, but so far lots of power, lots of horsepower. Yeehaw! Yeah! Alright guys, so instead of going out sunset and doing my normal loop, I'll do that again. I will do that soon. I'm gonna go on the spikes and then off Black Ridge. Oh my gosh. Things have changed. So let's see. That's third gear. So that's second now. Got it. This thing has so much horsepower. I don't know what map it's in. I think it would be in the normal one, but I forgot to look at the instructions. But I'll play with it. I'm gonna get up this. All right. One thing I am definitely noticing is I think these levers need to go inboard. That feels way weird. I put it on the top one. Okay, so that feels way more mellow, which is good, especially it's super dry slick. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on this initial ride of the 2023 300XC. Man, so far I'm very impressed. Like you've heard me discussing, I think the map switch is the top one is mellow, the bottom one is go fast. That's why it would be green. I guess that kind of makes sense. It's incredible. In the green map, I really, again, I've got to ride it more, but I think in that green map, this thing is like somewhat hard to handle in any kind of rock. You know, the tires are what they are. They got air in them. I got 14 pounds in the back and 13 in the front, so it's gonna be a little slippery, but I don't want to get a flat on my first ride. I will obviously be putting mooses and all that stuff in here, but I just want to ride it bone stock. I just want you guys to get to experience it like that. So yeah, it's really light feeling. It's really responsive. The motor feels way better than the TPIs. It's way more responsive than the TPI. I mean, like night and day. I can't decide if it's faster than the carburetor, but I think it probably is better than the carb, honestly, as far as just response goes. Yeah, let's keep riding it. I just want to touch base. My very first thoughts. So my very first thoughts after, you know, whatever the 2 miles it took to get here, is that this thing's incredible, and that it is definitely a thoroughbred. It's not a putt trail bike, that's for sure. It feels like a race bike right out of the box. The suspension feels good so far. I haven't touched a clicker yet. I think I'm actually going to right now, because I feel like the front end is a little bit squirrely. But other than that, this thing is bone stock, and I've got my Enduro Engineering spark arrestor, so I'm legal out here. Let's keep riding. All right, guys, so the front end feels twitchy. So I'm going in 3 to, that'd be 13 out, no, 15 out. I'm gonna go in 1 on compression. That'll be like 14. Actually, I'm gonna go one more. 2 in on compression, 3 in on rebound. Just feels nervous. Back into this bike is slippery. There's no doubt about that. I think it's that tire more than anything. In fact, I got air in it. If you guys haven't watched my first look video, the map switch on these bikes controls the fuel, ignition, and the power valve, so it makes a way bigger difference than most map switches. So that's why I'm thinking I got it right now. Got it in the mellow one. We'll get out in the dust and go fast and put it in the fast one later, but for these rocks I think I want to leave it mellow we're gonna go down the hog trough, and I'm gonna turn around and go back up it. Because, you know, why not? Gotta test these things for real. Whoa! That was worse than normal. Those rocks suck. Sorry, whoever put those rocks there. I'm pulling them out. Sorry, guys. That's BS. Gotta play as it lies. This thing now there we go. Turn around, come back up this thing. The transmission on this thing seems really low. The first gear is much lower than I remember XC's being. So I'm gonna go up there in first, but I don't know. The power is crazy smooth. So this is, again, this is in the top, or I believe, easy map. And that was first gear. I bet we can do it in second. Let's try. Okay, we're gonna start in second. Even going slow. Still idling. I mean, I'm giving some gas every now and then, but these long downhills, that's pretty cool. Let's see how it does cleaning out. Since it's not carbureted, it should just lay right up. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Actually, that was second. This thing, first gear is crazy low. Yeah, guys, this thing is good. It's really, really good. Yeah, we're gonna keep riding. We're gonna go out and burn some adobes and go fast too. But man, in the rocks, it's super good. I don't like the tires. I don't like having tubes. But everything else, man, just feels great. Like, suspension feels good. I know that once we get some TBT settings, it's going to be even better, that's going to be a magical, this is going to be a magical setup. Because right now, this thing it's just working really good. I'm going to stop right now, shoot a little live video for Facebook, and then we'll keep riding. Oh, this trail is jacked up. The horses have been up it a bunch. Woo! That was close. Oh, you can see how churned up it is right there. That's from the horses, run stuff, boats and stuff into the Black Canyon for fisherman, so it gets hammered this time of year, but it'll get better. Alright, so still in that green map, but we're heading towards the rock. So let's see if this thing actually on the fly does what it's supposed to do. So there's the rock right there. Switch to white. Definitely mellower. But still, obviously, plenty of power. I'd even say it has a little more low end. Like it's holding that power valve closed, raises compression, and it gets up. Mid-throttle, it doesn't just light up. Got a real steep thing coming up here. Should be a good test. Alright guys, let's talk a little bit about the controls. What I can say is they're very familiar, and that is a good thing for me. I like familiarity. I don't like to do huge changes. Obviously I didn't want TPI. I was concerned about FI, but this throttle body injection is currently absolutely amazing. But the controls are very familiar. Bars are pretty much whatever KTM always runs in them, you know, whatever. I'm not sure. I don't ever run them for very long. I'll be swapping that very soon. But they're fine. They're not bad. They're just not my bars. But the brake, the clutch, the shifter, everything, it's all really the same. So that's good. And the chassis, while it is definitely feels very different, again, feels familiar. It doesn't feel weird, you know, it just feels like home, just a better home. So anyway, we're going back in the rocks. The amount of rain we've had has changed these trails so much. It is really crazy. Oh yeah, oh, wow, that wasn't the rain, that was me. Definitely going to take a while before I feel super comfortable. Also, even though I'm generally not afraid to scratch stuff. I'm not dying to just jack this thing up first right out, but it might happen with all these. Dude, this rain rut situation is real. I'm gonna have to do it. Man, I got a climb coming up. Could be interesting. Whoa! That's what you get when you don't want to crash your new bike. New lines. Ah, these rain ruts suck. That was tough. Those ruts are burly. The old girl made it through. Let's see if we got any scratches on the pipe. That little exit of the trail. I think we made it through. Oh man, so good, guys. Let's take a look at that thing in its natural habitat. It's good. It's really, really good. Guys, make sure you comment any questions below, anything I haven't touched on, anything you want to hear about, make sure you comment below. Also, make sure you subscribe. I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to be doing so much content on this thing. The next stuff is going to be adding some guards to it, because I'm going to race it next weekend, and I'm not going to race it without some guards. That's just stupid. Also gonna put my numbers and everything on it, full graphics, cool guy stuff, whatever. But I'm not gonna do any performance modifications until after the race, and then we'll start doing that. So pretty excited about that, guys. This thing is awesome. And stick with me here. We're gonna keep riding. I might peel out of these rocks. I don't know. Those rain ruts suck up here, so I don't know. We'll see. I might stay into the end of this trail, then bail out, try to get some more miles. Gas is looking pretty good still. To the moon on red. The other map honestly makes it grab more like a 250 or even a 125. This map makes it feel more like a 300, which is what you want. But how cool is it to have both? You can just hear the difference. Let me, you know what, I'm gonna go back. motorcycle. Oh my God. Dude. Okay, it is official. That map switch is probably the coolest map switchy kind of power enhance. I don't know what you want to call it, but that is badass. That is absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh. You guys can't, I don't know, I can't tell you. You gotta ride it. That's incredible. .9 miles plus some miles some other bikes put on. We'll call it 35. Not a lot of gas left. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on that. One of these days I'll have to try to run it all the way out. All right, that's gonna be the end of the riding part of this video. Let's go back to the shop and talk about this thing. All right guys, we're back at the shop. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh, I can't even tell you how much fun that was and how much I really like this motorcycle. I'm gonna wrap this thing up with just kind of some highs and lows real fast, just real quick. One of the highlights of this thing is the engine and the fuel injection. It's absolutely perfect. They got it right with this one. The TPIs, I never felt like they were that good, no matter which ones I rode. I don't care. They either were having problems like damaging things or they weren't running very good. So I don't like TPI. Throttle body injection is spot on. One of the top parts of that is this map switch over here. It makes a huge difference. Since it's controlling the power valve, it makes a massive difference. When you put that in the slow mode, or the, I don't even want to call it slow mode because it's not slow, but the more linear power delivery mode, it's very easy to ride. I'd let my 13-year-old ride it. I'd let my wife ride it. It's super, super mellow, but lots of torque, really good power. When you hit the fast mode, it is hard to describe how much faster this bike is. The low end doesn't really suffer, maybe a little tiny bit. You really don't notice it though. But when this thing gets up to about half throttle, maybe a little bit lower than that, but it comes on like a full-on national level motocrosser, like open class motocrosser. It's absolutely out of control. It is so fast. I haven't been scared on a motorcycle in a long time. I ride lots of them. I'm not that great a rider, but I ride lots. I don't get afraid of motorcycles. This thing, when it's at the top of the RPM range in the fast mode, it's out of hand. It's really, really fun. And I think it pulls about like my 125. It just never feels like it's going to run out of power. You just shift because you're like, I don't want to blow it up. I mean, anyway, it's out of control. It's really good. The motor is a huge high. The handling of the chassis is another big high for me. It's like a scalpel. It's very precise. It's very easy to control. It's very easy to tell it where to go. The bike kind of looks raked out, like it's long. It doesn't feel like that. It feels nimble, quick to handle, but it doesn't feel nervous. They did an amazing job with that. I like, another high is that the controls are all very familiar. I love the fact that the clutch and the brake and the shifter and the rear brake all feel like KTM. They feel right. They feel like my bike. They feel great. I love the look of it. I think it's dead sexy. I mean, look at that thing. It is beautiful. It's amazing. Most things are high. Lows, quick lows. Fuel mileage, I'm concerned. 35 miles and, you know, that's not a lot of gas left. I don't know how much yet because I don't have a gas can to fill it up and see what I burned. It's not a ton of gas. I don't think fuel range is going to be its strong point. That's a low. Low also is the tires, but whatever. What are you going to do? I mean, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. I don't like the tires that much. The front MX-33 is a far sight better than the old AT81 front, so that's awesome. But AT81 rear, it's slippery. Yeah, I did have air in it with a fair amount in it, but it's still slippery. I don't know. It's whatever. It is what it is, but it's not a great tire. Man, I don't know how much else. I don't like the fact that I had to put a spark arrestor on it. Come on, guys, put a spark arrestor on these bikes. Whatever, I get it. They're going to say, well, it's part of the aftermarket. Anyway, whatever. Oh, lows. I hate that. Why did they have to redesign the radiator cap and put a crappy, cheap that's stupid. It's almost impossible to get off of there with your hands. Maybe if you have much manlier hands than me, you can, I don't know. It sucks. I don't like that. Man, that's about it. This thing is good. Now, yes, we're only, what did I say, 2 hours into it, so it could break and be a total pile of crap. But right now, this thing is amazing. It's absolutely brilliant. I currently feel like the $12,500 I spent on it, while that's a crazy amount of money, I don't know. I feel like I got my money's worth on this thing. Yeah, it is really good. Suspension, I don't want to put that high or low. The shock feels great. The forks, for air forks, they're very, very good. But they're still air forks. They're still kind of harsh in the rocky stuff. I haven't really played with the clickers. I'm sure I can make them a lot better just in stock form. But being a TBT shop, we're going to valve them. We're going to get them all super sexy and make them really, really good. So anyway, guys, I hope you had fun watching that. I had a ton of fun making that video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me that you watch these things. It makes it so that I can afford to do this and write it off as a business expense and all that good stuff. And that's huge to me. So thank you for watching these videos and making this make sense for me. I hope you guys get out, spread the gospel with two wheels. And I desperately hope that what we're doing here at Highland Cycles is inspiring you guys to work on. But seriously, maybe mortgage the house again and go buy a new dirt bike.